types of an array, right? In a PHP array can be three types. The first one is an index array. A second one is an associative array. A third one is going to be a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so index array is a normal array that you have. For examples, array A, B, right? And this is indexed as 0 and 1. So index array is that an array that has a default value, right? An array that has a default value is going to be an index array, all right? Associative array, an array that has gonna have a redefined key. Okay, so for instance, array and A, oh, this is the is to B, right? This is the key, this is the value, right? So this is going to be an associative array, right? And multi-dimensional array, this is the things, array, right? And inside you're going to have the first value as an array, right? So normally you stop an array with a semicolon, but you stop with a comma, and you're going to have another array inside. Okay? So multi-dimensional array is an array inside array. Okay? So for instance, can you see guys that on that side? Right? Okay, so array A, B, right? Array B, D, right? It's okay to have this value, the same value, it's not a problem. But this is what we call a multi-dimensional array, right? So in an array, you have array, okay? So let me ask you guys, how many values can, wait, I need to change C, make it as 3. Sorry, it's not that clear, but here we have ABC, here we have ABD, right? Okay, I wanted to ask you, in this array, how many values you have in here on the first line? You know, first line means in the first iterations. How many values you have, guys? 2. Which one? Is this one? And the second one. Yes, you have 2 values. Right? So what is the index of these values? 0, and another one is 1. And inside index 0 array, for sub-arrays, how many values you have?
3.
What is the key?
0, 1, 2.
It looks like a people, right? Hand. No, just joking. The same thing here. Oh, this is 1. Okay. 0, 1, 2. So can you see that when you want to access, okay, this array is A, B, C, right? Is A, B, D. So how are you going to access B? What key you have to access? 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, there are 2 value B's, right? Okay, how do we access D? D for donkey. Okay, good. So how do we write that? Zero and 1 and 2, is it? You write 1? 2. Right? Right? So we have another one. Okay. Right? So what is the first output? What is the first output? Just now you said it's the D, right? What is the second output? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a problem because this is not multidimensional. This is just simply called array with 1. But you have to call array inside also. Inside is going to be an array. Right? So remember guys, there's a different. This one is with concatenations, and again you call the array, but this one it doesn't have concatenation, it's simply a this is the multidimensional. Right? That is the multidimensional array. Right. So let's see. Okay. This is index array. This is something that you are the one that I have explained just now. Right. So we wanted to use a loops to traverse, right? So if you see here, right, guys, you have Pinky, Tom, and Prince as an elements. So you can imagine this is a usernames. You want to loop. When you find a match, you go into a home page. When there is no match, you say that your name is not registered, for example. Okay, so what is the keywords? Is the for each, and then you have a brackets. You have a brackets. Here you have a curly braces that do the things, executed statements, right? But things that I want you to focus is a $ names here, all right? That holds an array. So what does these things do? Pinky, Tom, and Prince will be stored here. So you can see here on the $ names will be Pinky, will be Tom, it will be Prince inside. Okay, so we have a few elements, a few values, right? Okay. And what happened is, guys, these names, when you bring to here, here we take one by one first, right? So first is going to take, okay, Pinky, right? And it's going to store this one, and it's going to go again, take for Tom, is going to store in this one, and it's going to echo again, and it's going again. So Prince will be taken and store again, and it's going to go again. There's nothing left, it's going to out from the loops. So for each, alternately you can have for $i is equal to 0. So $i is less than, you don't count manually, right? If it is 100 somethings, you don't count. You are not sure, so you just write size, okay? So $i plus plus. But how do we get the size? I have this $size is equal to count and then the array names. Right? So I count is a special characters to count how many values inside the array. And let's say it will be 3, there's only going to be 3, and here who's holding 3 is going to be 3 here. So they will do the iterations based on the numbers of the values in the argument. So you can have echo $names, okay, and then what is inside, guys? What is inside? What is inside the brackets? You want to loop the names. Correct. It's going to be $i. So the first iteration 0, this is true, is going to be 0. Echo name 0 is Pinky. And go again 1, go again 2, Prince, go again 3 is less than 3, false is going to be out. But I love to use for each. For each is very simple, and you can use this one or you can use that one. Right? Okay. Okay, so the next one is associative array. Okay, but we don't want to see declarations. We want to see how you traverse, right? Okay. Okay. So if you see here, guys, right, you have, let's use the for each, right? Okay. So department, you have array Pinky to testing, Tom to development, Prince to admin, right? So how many values you have? 3 values only. 3 values. And then for each, this department as $k is to v, k is to value, and you echo the name, you echo $K, you echo $V. Okay, how these things works, they take everything inside $department. Alright, so now $departments is holding the pinky to testing and so on. Now this $department is holding this, right? Okay, so what happened in here for each $departments, which for each they take the first one, pinky to testing, okay, pinky will be K, testing will be V. The difference between the previous one is they bring both key and value at the same time. And you just echo out this $K, $V. And you go again, they will take Tom and development, they will echo, and they go again, they will take prints and admin. Okay, right? Do you understand that? Yeah. What if I change this to V and this is to K? Right? So I change $V is to $K, and down here is $V is $K, right? So it's the same. I take these two lines, all right? This one I change to this. This one I change to this, right? So the same output. What about this side? What will be the output? Is it going to be the same? Yeah, right. So you don't get confused with the key and value. This is just a variables. You can give any names, Papa, Mama, Daddy. All right? So, but what about is this one, all right? I take it as a, okay, department. Sorry. Oh, it's okay. It's the same example, all right? Yeah, the same example. Wait, I'll go back to check. Okay, I forgot to show you. Okay, what about if I have this one as a names? It's not going to be a problem. It's just to overwrite it, right? That's what I want to tell you. Okay, so now is a multi-dimensional array. Okay. Right. Okay. So alternately, I can use the for each twice. I go for the for each first one, first array, and then for each for the next subarray. Right? Okay. So if you see here, you can see the red curly braces here is the first, is the for, is for the for loops, and inside is gonna be another for loops there, right? Okay, so why am I having for? Is I just want to loops because I wanted to have this number row and columns. That's why I'm having for. You can call manually one by one, for instance. You can call it one by one. For example, echo $employee, and you put 0 and you want to take testing, okay, and then you do one by one. But if you have a lot of values, are you going to write it manually? That's not practical, that is crazy. So you have to loops. So I need to have a changes of this, so it could be 0, 0, it could be 0, 1, it could be 1, 1, it could be 1, 2, it could be 2, 3, right? So what happened, guys, if you see here, this array, okay, will consist of an array. So how many values you have here of these arrays? 3 values. 0, 1, 2. And how many in the 0 key? 3 values also. 0, 1, 2. So you can see this is, I want, the for loops is the mechanisms to get the I. Alright? So while I go, okay, while I'm going here, okay, there's 2 variables, okay. There's 2 variables, which is $row, okay, and then we have $column, right? So let's do the iterations. It goes to this line, declarations happens here, and then it goes for row 0, Row less than 3, yes. They do the column 0, column less than 3, yes. They have row, column is 0, 0. At the moment, column is 0, 0. So which one is 0, 0? 0, 0, 1. And after this, they go to these curly braces, and after that, they go to which one? To which line? This one. This one. Yeah, right. They goes to this one, and now has become 1, and it's going to be 0, 1. So which one is 0, 1? 0, 1, pinky. Pinky, and then it's going to go again, right? Less than 3, right? 2, right? 2. 2 less than 3, right? And then column is still 0. 0, 2 will be testing. And after this, they go out from the loop because, they check for the conditions. 3 is less than 3, false. It goes out, it goes to this loop, which is now, it's 1. Okay? Then 1, 0, 1, 2, then 2, then 0, 1, 2. 2, 2, right? 2, 2, admin is the last one. Then they finish the loops, right? Okay, what about if you change to column is 2? What do you think, guys? We change the column is less than 2.
Last words won't change.
It will be an offset issue.
Testing
Yeah.
development admin won't print.
Okay?
And testing development and admin, third index will not print it.
Okay, let's compute. Oh, you are too fast, Moaz. Okay, so we have 2, right? So we go 0, right? And then column 0, okay, right? And then column 1, right? Yeah. So testing will not be there. And it will be an offset issues right there. Okay, so you just need to make sure that numbers of columns is tally with this, right? And tally with this, right? So alternately, you can have this. Oh, sorry. So you have this one, and you're going to have for each A as A, this one, go to this one first, and then go again for each inside this, right? So 3 times, then go out, and so on, right? So this is alternately you can have this. So it can be confusing if you have a multi-dimensional of 3 arrays. All right, so I promise it's going to be up to 3 sub-arrays only, but normally it's going to be 2, right? So I just don't want to confuse you a lot, right? So, but as an exercise, as a topics, is very good to understand these concepts. So you will be more critical in the sense, all right? Okay, so. Right, so I think this is the last slides, all right? This is the last slides before we continue because we have